No Super Bowl for the Rams this year. The team season ended after a hard-fought battle in Detroit. And imagine having a bear camping out under your house. How a Southern California woman says she finally got that animal to leave. You're watching The Rundown. I'm Adrian Arambula in for Robin Winston. And it was a roller coaster of emotions for football fans here in Southern California as the Rams lost a very close game to the Lions. We were at Hennessy's Tavern in Hermosa Beach when fans were disappointed but proud of what was supposed to be a rebuilding year. The Rams gave it their all but fell just short in their wild card playoff game against the Detroit Lions. Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff dueling it out in prime time, both against their former teams.
You just kind of sit here like kind of flabbergasted, but, you know, I just want to make sure that they know that we're proud of them and everything they did. 1 point, that's all it was.
Honestly, all the way until the last quarter when we didn't get that first down, when that PI penalty with, Puka. Could have gone our way, but it didn't. But that's okay. That's how football rolls. So we were in it all the way until the end.
Rams lost by a single point. The final score 24-23. And by the way, this was Detroit's first playoff win since 1992. All right, let's see how the week is shaping up in the weather department. Here is meteorologist Belén de Leon.
Hi, amigos. Here's what you can expect for your forecast. We're halfway through January. The weather is quiet and our temperatures are going to be mild. We'll have partly cloudy conditions throughout the week, but it's going to stay dry. Now, the winds on Wednesday, those are going to become gusty for our friends in the mountains and deserts. And as we head to the weekend, the temperatures will drop off and we'll have a chance for rain. Now, the temperatures are expected to fluctuate into the low to upper 60s all the way through Friday. And we are going to hang on to some dry conditions. But Saturday and Sunday, look at how the temperatures come down to the low 60s. It is winter after all. And the reason for that, we are going to have a series of storms that will affect the West Coast. It's going to bring us a chance for rain. Chance for rain, small on Friday, 20%. And then Saturday and Sunday, looking at unsettled weather and possibly rain with colder temperatures. Stay tuned.
Well, the soap opera world is mourning the loss of a beloved actor, Alec Musser. He's best known for roles on All My Children and the comedy film Grown Ups.
Is he coming this way?
He's coming this way. He's coming towards us right now.
Hey, what's up, ladies?
According to his fiancée, Musser died last week at his home in Del Mar. Before starting his acting career, he was an Abercrombie & Fitch model. Alec Musser was 50 years old. And an update now to a burglary out of Torrance. NBC4 brought you this video Friday of a white truck taking off with a trailer that had a plane inside. And over the weekend, the plane and the trailer were found, but there wasn't much left of them. The charred, burnt frame of the trailer was all that was salvageable from the fire. The Long Beach Fire Department reached out to us saying that they spotted the trailer intentionally set on fire and dumped on the side of a road. The pilot had been desperately searching for his plane since it was stolen January 6. It was specially built for an overseas teaching project to teach future pilots in Nepal.
I was shocked. I didn't even know what to think. I couldn't think of anything. I just roamed around the burnt carcass of my airplane. Not really even an airplane because there was nothing there. I want them to realize what they just did. They destroyed a lot of people's dream.
Now, a witness who works in the area where the plane and trailer were found shared these photos with the pilot of what was left after the fire. But get this, in a matter of days, those remaining pieces were taken as well. The Long Beach Fire Department says it's still investigating the cause of the fire. And the LAPD is trying to track down a classic car worth more than $100,000. That theft happened outside of a Woodland Hills home. The owner says that this video shows his 1962 Chevy Impala convertible being driven down the street by someone else. The thieves can be seen trying to start the car by pushing it with a Prius. The owner, Seth Wayne, says that he recently bought the Impala.
Had a lot of cars, but that one was definitely special. Only had it for a couple weeks, bought it on Christmas Eve, so definitely a bummer.
Now, Seth is hoping someone will recognize the car and call police. LA County Sheriff's deputies are looking for the driver that they say intentionally crashed into this Palmdale restaurant following an argument. Investigators say the man went inside the restaurant Sunday night, got into an argument with a customer. He was asked to leave by a manager, and that's when deputies say he went to the parking lot, got into his SUV, and drove right into the front of the restaurant. Thankfully, no one was hurt. The man took off. Deputies say he caused around $10,000 in damage. As the Israel-Hamas war continues, a massive rally was held in Beverly Hills to mark 100 days since the Hamas terror attack on Israel. Back on October 7th, 1,200 people were murdered and more than 200 people were taken hostage. On Sunday, a large crowd gathered for a rally in Beverly Garden Park to honor those hostages. People held signs with the faces of the 136 people who still have not been released.
136 hostages are still in Hamas captivity. We will not stop until the last hostage is home safely.
The pain isn't just from this, it's from 2,000 years of pogroms and of being killed and of being accused and being lied about.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed to keep fighting until every hostage is brought home. A wild encounter in Monrovia over the weekend. A woman woke up and found a bear under her house. The homeowner sent us this video from early Saturday morning. She tells us she was alerted first by her Ring camera that someone was at her door. And when she looked, she had found that the crawl space screen had been torn off. She saw the bear. So she tried to use pots, pans, even a leaf blower to try to scare the bear, get it to leave.
I just could not imagine spending a night with the bear down there. I could hear it moving around, and it was just very unsettling.
There's the bear's close-up. Eventually, it did leave after the woman tossed mothballs into the crawl space. Orange County's first ever Hall of Fame is now on display. It highlights public figures with strong ties to the county. For the inaugural celebration, Anaheim native and superstar singer Gwen Stefani was there for the honor. Also, two of Walt Disney's granddaughters were there to accept the honor on his behalf. Kobe Bryant and Tiger Woods, who called Orange County home, were also among inductees, as were Olympians Greg Louganis and Amanda Beard. Many of the honorees told us it was emotional being back home in the OC, thinking about their past.
It was a source of, bliss and pain, because I was struggling, trying to figure out who I was, my sexual identity.
Orange County is everything to me. Born and raised here, stayed here until I graduated high school, always come back.
Orange County is where my dreams were born and the foundation that shaped my life. My entire world was between Euclid Street and Harbor Boulevard. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Well, county leaders say there are still a lot of names that are destined for their Hall of Fame, and they plan to induct 10 more people next year. It was the biggest blockbuster of 2023, but actor Dan Levy says he actually turned down a role in Barbie, and now he's kicking himself for it. In an interview with People, the 40-year-old says that he almost played one of the Kens, but he couldn't make it work with his schedule. He went on to say that he would have loved to play Ken in director Greta Gerwig's world, and that he has his regrets after the film's worldwide success, saying sometimes it haunts him in his sleep. Levy recently made his own directorial film debut with the new Netflix dramedy, Good Grief. Disneyland Half Marathon returned to Anaheim with thousands of runners racing through the theme park early Sunday morning. Peter Banks from Las Vegas was the first to cross the finish line with a time of 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 6 seconds, just 4 seconds faster than the next runner. Runners from across the country and around the world ran past popular attractions like Cars Land, the Sleeping Beauty Castle, plus several Anaheim landmarks. It's the first time since 2017 that the marathon has been back at the theme park.
Second place, he took off. He opened up like a big gap the first 2 miles. Probably had like a 30 or 40 second lead, and then just kind of kept making ground on him. Really cool, like running through the parks the first half, and then once we got on the roads, I started to kind of track him down little by little and pick up my splits a little bit.
Next race weekend at the Disneyland Resort will be a brand new Halloween-themed run in the fall. Registration will open up next month. And it is the end of an era for churros at Costco. Costco swapping out the trademark dessert for a double chocolate chunk cookie. It is served warm. Costs about $2.50, $1 more than the churro. It's a pretty big cookie, though, and the outer edge, we're told, has a nice crunch, while the inside said to be soft and gooey. People on social media are piling up the praise on a collegiate dance team for their standout performance from over the weekend. Amazing, right? This is the University of Minnesota dance team killing it with their jazz routine to Aerosmith's Dream On. Fans were so impressed with its difficulty. Many of them inspired as well. They jumped on social media to try to emulate these precise turns. Maybe better to leave it off to this team here. They are fantastic. My back hurts just watching them. All right. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and on our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune in to Today in LA on NBC4 weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. That's where we bring you all of the day's headlines. Thanks again for watching The Rundown.